Well, I wanted to get more involved in serving the local community and also being a voice for people who didn't have one. But also Lincoln City Council is a Labour council, and you can tell it's a Labour council by the way it behaves and the way it operates. And every single decision that's made in the council is made with a view to making life easier for the people who have less. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud to be part of that, but I wanted to be part of it.
I didn't really have many concerns about putting myself forward. I think, like most people, it feels quite strange to think about putting yourself up to a public vote. But actually, in reality, when I got involved in my campaign, it felt really natural because I felt part of my community and I felt very supported by the people around me.
So, at a campaign level, Labour Party members come out and help. Throughout the city, we help one another. We join together. We do campaign meets in the mornings, at weekends, and we quite often go out as awards and crack on. After being elected, again, the Labour councillors around me and all councillors are supportive of one another. We have great support from City Hall officers who are so incredibly talented and they know exactly what they're talking about. And we also look out for one another in Moreland Ward. We're 3 Labour councillors, we're very lucky in that respect. So we keep an eye out for each other and we support one another.
I think there's 2 aspects. There's the City Hall part of it where you go into committee meetings, and there are lots of different ones. There are formal committees, there are things like the Equality and Diversity Group, which isn't a committee but it's similar to a committee. There's training events. You have to go into City Hall sometimes to deal with things that constituents bring up, problems that they've got, although obviously COVID does impact on that, but in general circumstances you'd go into City Hall to talk to officers. But as well as that, at the weekends you might have a surgery, you might have some sort of a community group meeting. For a while I was a school governor, all of those kinds of things.
Well, I'm quite a busy councillor now. I think the minimum is probably about 8 hours. Yeah, if I'm honest. I used to work full time, and so it was 8 hours evenings and weekends then. I don't work full time now, so I can do a lot of it in the day, and because I don't work now, I have quite a busy role. You have to sit on a minimum of 2 or 3 committees, but they don't meet every week or even every month always. But there are council meetings, there's also Labour group meetings. Things crop up, maybe 2 or 3 evenings a week.
I balance my work and family life through the support of my husband, who's absolutely brilliant. I do make sure, obviously, that I've got time for my work, my main day job, which is as a teacher, and also, obviously, looking after my little boy. It's generally, after a while, you get into a routine, so it becomes a little easier because you're in a routine with things.
Great. I've met people I would have never met before. I've been places I would never have been before. And I found out things about the city that I didn't know. I found it quite enlightening to find out what goes on behind the scenes.
I'd absolutely encourage it, but I would say have a look at it, have a think about what your commitments are, think if you can actually manage to do it, and talk to your family. Always talk to the people, because it doesn't just impact upon you. You might have a partner, you might have children. Talk to the people that it's going to impact upon, and have a think too, if you work, about how it's going to fit in with your working life too. Just have a think if in practice you're going to be able to make that decision and stand and be an effective councillor.